book character and those in your paranormal research.
Oh yeah, and I'm loving my Paul's Pop Culture podcast, so that's a lot of fun and all things paranormal. But anyway, tonight is a very good topic because this is something I can personally talk about because I've actually interacted with my spirit guide. And it's something I don't really talk about, but I'm going to talk about it here. First off, I'm a terrible swimmer. Okay, so when it comes to the deep end, I'm like a frightened little bunny. I'm jumping out of that pool because I'm really scared of the deep end. And I almost drowned, 3 times. Once as a little child, my dad took me down to the river and he was trying to teach me how to swim. Somehow I got loose and I was going down the river. I was just like a log going down the river. And my dad, being a good swimmer, was able to go ahead and capture me and put me back on the beach. That was my first experience. Then my second experience, I was at my brother's place over in Benicia. I was with my family. I was swimming in this pool. I tried to stay where it wasn't deep. And somehow I managed to get into the deep end, and I was going down for the 3rd time. My dad jumps in a full business suit to save me, and his toupee came off. That was hilarious. But he saved my butt. Well, here is where my spirit guide came in at. So I'm here at the Sacramento River. I got my family on the beach and they're playing volleyball. I'm laying on one of those plastic rafts and I'm taking in the sun. Well, here comes this speedboat zooming down the Sacramento River, causing all these waves, which causes my raft to flip over, and now I'm going into the deep end of the Sacramento River. I go all the way down. I'm touching the sand, and all of a sudden, and this is where the spirit guide comes in at, and I'll swear on a stack of Bibles, but I felt 2 hands on my chest, and it pushed me up to the beach. I mean, I could actually feel the hands, I could feel the fingers and everything right on my chest, and pushes me up to the beach. And I saw my family, they're still playing volleyball, and I go, hey, I almost drowned out there. And they all laugh, they go, sure, Paul. I actually did, I almost drowned, but the spirit guide that I believe that I have actually saved me.
Wow.
And another incident that happened was I was in Lake Tahoe, and it was snow on the ground and everything else. And I saw this rabbit. Me being loving animals, I saw this rabbit, and I didn't want to hit it. So I slammed on the brakes, which was a bad idea, and over the cliff I went, rolling down all the way in my car. And I felt, while I was inside that car, as it was rolling down the cliff, I felt like there was cushion all around me. Like I was in Jello or something like that. I felt protected. I simply walked out of the car, not injured or anything. The police showed up and they said, what happened? How come you went over the cliff? I said, because there was a rabbit. He says, you should have ran over the rabbit. And I said, I couldn't run over the rabbit. Come on, I love rabbits. And then he says, the police officer looked at me and he goes, I'm going to tell you something. I said, what's that? And he goes, you should have been dead. I don't know how you survived that, going down the cliff like that. You should have broke your neck or something. You should have been dead. And I I wasn't. So I feel again, my spirit guide saved me. And then just yesterday, I had this strange gut feeling of, I was supposed to go to Barnes & Noble, and I had this gut feeling that I shouldn't go, that something bad was going to happen. But I really wanted to go to Barnes & Noble's. I love the books that they got there and everything else, and if I'm lucky, I might find a Tim Shorts book. But anyway, so I was headed for Barnes & Noble's. I was on Sunrise Boulevard. Then all of a sudden, 7 police cars are zooming down the freeway. I'm parked over on the side. Here comes an ambulance. Here comes a fire truck. Well, somebody slammed into a car, and the person is now dead. Something was telling me not to go down Sunrise Boulevard. But I didn't listen, and I still went, and luckily nothing happened to me. But again, I feel like maybe a spirit guide was telling me, giving me that gut feeling not to go. So if someone asks me, Paul, do you believe in spirit guides? Oh, absolutely. Because all the things that I experience, it's something saved me. And like sometimes I'll get myself in a tight spot, and if I get myself in a tight spot, I'll do a little prayer, and I say, whoever likes me up there, please get me out of this mess. Okay, I'm in this chaos here. Get me out of it. And somehow, I mean, if I'm not asking for money or anything like that, but if it's legit, it seems like this spirit guide will help me. So, and I do believe that all people have like guardian angels that are watching them. You can call them the watchers, you can call them observers, but I feel that everyone has something like this attached to them. And I believe I have a spirit guide that's attached to me.
That is awesome, and I'm glad that your spirit guide or guides are on the ball and looking out for you.
Yeah, and I even have
full-time job.
Yeah, I even have a spirit guide saying, "Don't be late for Hercules show," and here I am.
Thank you, spirit guide.
I think Paul needs to give his people a raise.
Yeah, I should.
Next, we're going to go to Michael Paul.
Well, thank you again for having me on, and Paul for inviting me. And I am excited because spirit guides is something I kind of grew up